Be Joyful Church. Good to be with you as always. We're in 1 Peter 1, verse 6. He says this, "In this you rejoice, though now for a little while, if necessary, you have been grieved by various trials, so that the tested genuineness of your faith, more precious than gold, that perishes though it is tested by fire, may be found to result in praise and glory and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ." This is a place where Peter starts to reference the suffering that these people that are dispersed and far away from the heart of the church are going through. And he describes it pretty significantly. He says, you're grieved by trials. Your faith is tested. It's tested even by fire. It sounds pretty intense. But before we talk about that suffering, let's start right at the beginning where he concludes his thoughts about salvation that we've been talking about for the past few days. He says, in this you rejoice. In the salvation that you have with all the beautiful things about it, you rejoice in this. It's a profound and deep satisfaction in what we have in our relationship with Jesus Christ. And I think this word rejoice is something, it's not something I say often. I've probably mentioned that before. I just don't go around talking about rejoicing. I might say something's awesome or it was cool or really good, that kind of thing. But this is a word that when we use it, I think even in our day, that it conveys an intensity of emotion that rises above other things. And it's an intensity of emotion around joy, of profound satisfaction. Let me read to you from Psalm 5:11, another place where the idea of joy comes up, and there are many passages like this. "But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them ever sing for joy, and spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may exult in you." If we're believers, we've been rescued by God. We take refuge in Him, and we find joy in that. We've been pulled out of this raging sea that held us captive into the safety of His boat. We're renewed, we're refreshed, and we have hope rather than despair. So we exult in Him, as the psalmist says. This joy is kind of twofold. There's two ends of the spectrum. One is that we rejoice in Him. He is the focus of our joy. We also rejoice because of Him. He's the source of it. It covers both ends of the spectrum, and we enjoy the whole in between. So let me ask you to take some time as you're journaling. What is it that you take joy in? Can you answer that? What's the list? How do you rank that? What are the things that you take the most significant joy in? And maybe take some time to meditate on, outline, and just put some thought to what Psalm 5:11 says, and internalize that a little bit today. All right, have a good one. See you later.